election heat is also increasing, and some people are losing their mind in this election heat. So they are planning black flag protest across Tamil Nadu. Now imagine Pathandu on the day when the whole state was celebrating Pathandu New Year. If somebody carries a black flag protest, what does it speak about his mindset? It clearly shows a very frustrated mindset. It shows that some people are completely rattled. Yes, it is a fact that DMK and the Stalins are completely rattled by the momentum which NDA alliance is picking up and the momentum which BJP is gaining across the state. So let us address the fundamental issue first, the issue on which Mr. M.K. Stalin has been misleading the state. In fact, there are two issues on which they always mislead the state whenever they are in crisis. One is the devolution of taxes. The other is delimitation of constituencies, and constantly playing this victimhood that delimitation will go against the state of Tamil Nadu. So let me dispel that first. Honorable Home Minister Shri Amit Shah ji has given a detailed speech in Parliament yesterday in the Lok Sabha. And my information is that in the next half an hour or later during the day today, he will be speaking in the Rajya Sabha. Now, either DMK has not been following that or it has not been reading the new bill, the delimitation bill which has come up. But fact is that it is the southern states. If at all any state is gaining from delimitation, it is the southern states. Very clearly, the new rule says that in every state, the total number of seats will go up by 50%. So if you make a comparison with the 2011 census, which was the last census which has been completed, the population of Tamil Nadu and Rajasthan were roughly at the same level, 8.53 crore, 8.52 crore. What was the population what is the total number of seats that Rajasthan has? It has 25, Tamil Nadu has 39. After delimitation, the total number of seats in Tamil Nadu will go up to 59, Rajasthan will only go up to 37. But given the fact that Tamil Nadu has been successful in containing the population, Tamil Nadu will benefit all the more because 59 Lok Sabha MPs will be catering to fewer number of constituents per seat. So very clearly it is Tamil Nadu which is gaining from delimitation. I can give another example. Both Kerala and Assam, as per 2011 data, had similar population. Assam has 14 seats, Kerala has 20 seats currently. Kerala seats will go up to 30, Assam seats will go up to 21. So I don't know on what basis the Stalins are spreading these lies that delimitation is anti-Tamil Nadu. If at all any state is gaining from delimitation, it is the southern states, it is Tamil Nadu which is gaining from it. But I also understand that maybe the real frustration of M.K. Stalin, and not only M.K. Stalin, Rahul Gandhi and other parties, is that when 50% new seats will be created, a whole lot of new leaders will also be created. Women leaders will come in the forefront, and this will not be taken well by dynastic parties which want power to be concentrated in their privileged set of people. So whether it is Rahul Gandhi, whether it is Stalin, all of these dynastic parties are looking for ways, looking for excuses and alibis to somewhere stall this bill. But India has moved a long way ahead, as Prime Minister Modi ji mentioned in Parliament yesterday. Over the last 3 decades, In fact, in BJP manifesto, the first time women reservation was clearly mentioned was in 1998. In 2010, the bill was passed in Lok Sabha. But some party, whether it was Samajwadi Party, whether it was some other opposition party of current day opposition party, they played tricks to ensure that the rights were denied. Now the time has come. My plea to Stalin, my plea to Rahul Gandhi is these excuses will not work. DMK will be reduced to the same position that Congress has been reduced to at the national level if they play these tricks. Now, why does Stalin play these tricks? That is also very important. And these tricks are no doubt an attempt to deflect attention from the core issues, which is the failure of complete law and order machinery, the failure of, the education sector. In fact, yesterday I was in Madurai to address a teachers' meet. And then I was shocked with some data. There are 95,000 primary school students who are going to schools that have a single teacher. There are 1,800 schools across Tamil Nadu which are running with single teacher. How can a proper school operate with one teacher, when the entire set of students will be dependent on that teacher's whims and fancies? This itself is a big education scam. When it comes to crime and law and order issues, now DMK can say that law and order is a problem in many other states. But like it used to be in Lalu Yadav's time in Bihar, there is evidence of direct complicity between DMK leaders and drug mafia. That does not happen elsewhere. That happens in very few places. Maybe, in Bengal where TMC has been running similar scams. And that has been happening in Tamil Nadu. So I will give you some specific instances. In Namakkal, a kidney trafficking racket was busted which was connected to Manachulur DMK MLA Shri Kathiravan, who lured economically backward people with promises of huge sums of money to illegally sell their kidneys shamelessly. He reiterated that the ill-gotten money would allow him to buy luxury cars. Is Kathiraman contesting the assembly elections? So imagine how DMK directly endorses these criminals. The same applies to the drug mafia. There are people like, I am sure all of you have heard of people like Jafar Sadiq, accused of international drug smuggling. He was given responsibility of DMK's NRI wing. DMK councillor Sarfaraz Nawaz was caught with cocaine worth 360 crores in Rameshwar. Now my simple question is, did DMK spot some special talent in these people to make them part of the party? Were they made part of the party only so that they could hoodwink law enforcing agencies, so that law enforcing agencies will go soft on them? And when they get caught, then obviously DMK is left with no option but to disown them. But this is a pattern which has shown, which has manifested itself time and again, which clearly gives an indication that this drug money goes to the top bosses in the DMK, which clearly gives an indication that the crime rackets, whether it is illegal kidney racket, kidney smuggling racket, drug racket, all of them have the endorsement and backing of DMK leaders. This is what they want to deflect attention from, and that is why they start playing the victim card on the issue of devolution of taxes, on the issue of delimitation of constituencies. It is time for people of Tamil Nadu to tell them specifically, you either perform or you face defeat. Don't spread these lies in the state of Tamil Nadu. Don't make our pious land of Rameshwaram a den of your smuggling activities. And I think this anger which people have against the DMK is something which DMK is also aware of. the reason that why they are spreading lies on the delimitation issues. Similarly, there are many other unfulfilled promises of DMK. I am told that there are multiple instances when DMK candidates have been chased away, people have shouted at them for not fulfilling their promises, questioned them, and they have had no excuses. In fact, ma'am would be able to give you specific instances because I'm sure in the media there are many instances which have been reported. For instance, the promise 503 of a rupee 100 subsidy on one LPG cylinder for ration card holders aimed at providing relief to low and middle class families. It remains unfulfilled till date. The promise 116 of their manifesto, the previous manifesto, to replace which promise 5, when it comes to the fishermen, promise 116 of the previous manifesto to replace old and unsafe slum clearance board house with 2 lakh new homes for fishermen across Tamil Nadu's districts remain unfulfilled. As against that, you have seen how in the last 2 weeks, Modi government made sure that nearly 450 fishermen who were stranded in Iran were brought back to the country. No other country has managed to safeguard the interest of their citizens the way Modi government has done. In fact, I am told the second batch, which had about 150 fishermen, which includes about 40, I was supposed to travel to Rameshwaram that day, but the arrival of fishermen was delayed by a couple of days, so that plan did not work. But I am told that these fishermen, they were routed through Armenia because the direct route was not possible. So imagine the efforts which Modi government has made to secure the lives of fishermen, and here basic promises for betterment of fishermen lives made in the manifesto remain unfulfilled. So I think all these make it very clear there is massive anger against the DMK, but so because we are in Tiruchirappalli, let us also focus on the specific instances of drug racket in Tiruchirappalli. The use of ganja and narcotic pills is highly prevalent among the youth, especially students. This must be strictly controlled. So obviously, even Tiruchirappalli being an education hub is impacted by the drug mafia, and there is complete indifference from the DMK on this part. But an important question before ma'am speaks about the women reservation bill, an important question which I want to ask Stalin. Already there is massive anger because of the complete failure of law and order under his government. Drug rackets are booming. Now there is strong whisper that Stalin plans to make Udayanidhi Stalin the future CM if they come to power, which is imaginary because they are not coming back to power. But that formula has been worked out where he plans to secretly transfer power to Udayanidhi. Honorable Commerce Minister Piyush Ji has repeatedly asked Stalin this question. You clarify, is there truth in it? Because people are frightened. If Stalin, MK Stalin has brought problems to Tamil Nadu, people know that Udayanidhi Stalin will bring 100 times more problems to Tamil Nadu because he is incapable, because he is not interested, because he does not have experience. Now we have time and again asked MK Stalin to clarify his stand. Is Udayanidhi Stalin his successor, or will he trust some of the poorer section leaders of DMK, or poorer section leader of the DMK will always be ignored by the first clan of DMK? He has not been able to provide any answer, which only shows that this dynastic tendency of DMK will continue which only explains once again the reason why they are rattled with delimitation exercise, because delimitation exercise will usher in, will bring in a new generation of political leaders from non-political backgrounds, which will loosen the control of dynastic party. So as you are aware, the Women's Reservation Bill is being debated in Parliament, and it will be appropriate if a woman leader, young woman leader of our party speaks about it in detail. So, Madam will speak to you about the Women's Reservation Bill and some specific crimes against women.
Thank you, sir. First of all, I would like to thank the central government and Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji for introducing the Women's Reservation Bill in Parliament. Should I continue in English?
கொஞ்சம் சவுண்டாக பேசு.
பாரத பிரதமர் அவர்களுக்கு என்னோட மனமார்ந்த நன்றி. 33% விமென்ஸ் ரெசர்வேஷன் பில் பார்லிமெண்ட்ல இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் பண்ணதுக்காக. It gives a chance for women and young politicians to assert themselves and also represent. Women representation வந்து ரொம்ப ஒரு முக்கியமான தேவை இந்த நாட்டுக்கு. 33% வந்து still 50-50 இருக்கலாம், but 33% is still a big win. உலகம் ஃபுல்லாக உள்ள விமன் ரெப்ரஸன்டேஷன் வந்து 27% இருக்கு ஆல் ஓவர் த வேர்ல்டு இப்போ வரைக்கும். இப்போ நம்ம இந்தியாவில் வந்து 15% தான் இருக்கு பார்லிமெண்ட் அசம்பிளியில். 33% வரும்போது women have a voice. There are so many crimes against women happening in Tamil Nadu. DMK பீரியட்ல இந்த கடந்த 5 வருஷத்துல 59% இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆயிருக்கு crimes against women. நம்ம எல்லாரும் கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கோம். 2 வயசு குழந்தையிலிருந்து 70 வயசு ஒரு வயதான ஒரு பெண்மணி காலம் கடந்து கடவுளே கதின்னு இருக்கிற ஒரு நிலையில கூட அவங்கள ரிட்டையர் ஆக விடாம வீடு புகுந்து ரேப் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஸோ நோபடி இஸ் சேஃப் இன் தமிழ்நாடு, நாட் அ 2-year-old child or a 70-year-old woman. எப்படி பெண்களான நாங்கள் வந்து அரசியலுக்கு வர்றது இருக்கட்டும், வீட்டை விட்டு எப்படி வெளியில வருது, படிக்கிறது எப்படி, எங்க வேலைகளை செய்யறது எப்படி, எவ்வளவோ வேலைகள் இருக்கு, எல்லா ஃபீல்ட்லயும் பெண்கள் இருக்காங்க இன்னைக்கு. பட் எப்படி அது வந்து ஒரு தைரியத்தோட செய்ய முடியும் when the government does not address this very basic safety concern for women. And either represent பண்ண women voices are needed in parliament to represent these issues from our state, to bring to light the safety concerns of women, and not just safety concerns but other issues that women face, and like pregnancy leaves are இருக்கட்டும், whatever it is, எங்களோட concerns வந்து ஒரு women voice parliamentல இருக்கும். Not just for women but for youth, for all the people. But still, as women, we are very, very grateful that we welcome this bill. And UN Women கூட வந்து they hosted a She Leads Tamil Nadu ஒரு event host பண்ணாங்க to empower women. Because இப்போ இருக்கிற இந்த 50% இட ஒதுக்கீடு இருக்கு விமெனுக்கு இன் லோக்கல் அசம்பிளி அதெல்லாம், அதில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா மேக்ஸிமம் விமென் சீட் விமென் கோட்டாவில் இருக்கிறது எல்லாமே வந்து ஏற்கனவே இருந்த மென், அந்த சீட்டில் கண்டெஸ்ட் பண்ணியிருந்த மென்னோட டாட்டர்ஸ், வைஃப்ஸ், சில்ட்ரன் அவங்க தான் வந்து கண்டெஸ்ட் பண்ணுறாங்க. பிகாஸ் இட்ஸ் பிகம் அ ஃபீமேல் கான்ஸ்டிடுவன்சி. இப்போ இருக்க ரெசர்வேஷன் பில்ல வி hope to empower more women to come up on their own, not just as a replacement. அது ஏற்கனவே இருந்த ஒரு கவுன்சிலரோ ஒரு பஞ்சாயத்து தலைவரோ அவங்களோட சீட்டை வந்து கவர் அது விமென் தொகுதி அப்படின்னு இதை மாறினதுனால அதுக்கு பதிலாக ஒருத்தவங்க வராங்கன்னா அவங்களோட என்ன சொல்றது, அவங்க கூட பிறந்தவங்களோ இல்லை அவங்க ஒய்ஃபோ ஒரு குழந்தையோ வராங்கன்னா இன்னமும் அவங்க வந்து பேருக்கு தான் வந்து அந்த இடத்தோட சேர்மனாவோ ஒரு கவுன்சிலராகவோ இருக்காங்க. பட் வேலைகள் பார்க்கறது எல்லாமே அவங்க ஹஸ்பண்ட்ஸோ ப்ரீவியஸாக இருந்த அந்த தலைவர்கள் தான். This is not what we want. We want more empowered women to represent us. Because as a woman, as a young woman from Tamil Nadu, I fear for my safety. And I want my voices to be, my voice and voice of so many other young women to be represented, our situation to be represented in the parliament. So we may gain more safety measures in the state also. And main வந்து delimitation, it increases the number of seats, it gives opportunity for new leaders and women also. ஸோ யாருக்கும் எந்த ஒரு பாதிப்பும் இல்லாத மாதிரி தான் இந்த பில்லை நாங்கள் பார்க்குறோம், இந்த இதை பார்க்குறோம். டீலிமிட்டேஷன் வில் என்ஷூர் விமென்ஸ் ரெசர்வேஷன், இட் வில் கம் இன் டு ஃபோர்ஸ் இன் 2029. இதை டிலே பண்ண விமென்ஸ் ரெசர்வேஷன் எப்போ இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் ஆகுன்றது தெரியாது. ஆல்ரெடி இட் வாஸ் இன்ட்ரடியூஸ்ட் இன் பார்லிமெண்ட் இன் 1996. It's taken so long for us to implement it, and we don't want any further delay of this bill. So we welcome this bill and we are very happy and thankful to the government for introducing this bill in Parliament.
Well, I would just like to take the opportunity to also address the other false charge of DMK. Now it is delimitation. When delimitation, the propaganda against delimitation will not work. Maybe by Sunday they will start again talking about devolution of taxes, and so let me address that also. For years, DMK has used the rhetoric of poor fund devolution as a political shield to hide its own fiscal incompetence. Today, Tamil Nadu has the highest debt among all states. The total debt stands at 10.62 lakh crores. But at the same time, you will be glad to know that from 2014-15 to 2024-25, the centre has provided more than 14 lakh crores to Tamil Nadu for implementing various schemes. That amount, 14 lakh crores in any 10-year period, is unprecedented. And that is why you see so much infrastructure development across Tamil Nadu. You go deep south, the Tuticorin International Airport has led to a massive development in a complete radius of 100 kilometers across that region in south. In the last 8-10 days, I have travelled across Tamil Nadu. There is massive development through the PM Kisan Samman Nidhi. Farmers in Tamil Nadu have received direct financial support of rupees 6,000 amounting to over 12,764.08 crores since 2018, ensuring that no farmer is left without assistance. Similarly, there are schemes like PM Fasal Bima Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. Because of the direct benefit transfer, the money from all of these schemes are directly reaching the hands of the poor. So this whole charge of DMK that they have not been getting funds from the centre is again a lie. It is again a falsehood to deflect attention from their core failure. And drugs is a very important problem affecting the youth. The quantum, the extent of the drug menace problem in Tamil Nadu can only be compared with what Punjab is witnessing right now under an Aam Aadmi Party government. There are scary visuals where youth on the streets are collapsing because of unabated drug abuse, and that drug is freely available because, like I mentioned, there are certain officials in the DMK who may be, who are appointed for that purpose. When they get caught, they are quickly sacked, and then DMK says we have nothing to do with it. This is a pattern which is repeating itself. So I think Tamil Nadu is at a very important point in the next 6 days. Exactly 6 days from now, Tamil Nadu will be voting for change. In neighboring Kerala, we saw a record voting percentage, over 78%. Why? Because all non-NDA state governments have been failing their respective states with their non-performance, with their corruption. I think the turnout in Kerala was an indicator. You will see a similar turnout in Tamil Nadu because the anger against Stalin is growing every day. And if they don't stop this black flag protest, which is inauspicious on a auspicious occasion, I think the anger will only grow. But if they choose to go ahead with the black flag protest, if they choose to go ahead with gimmicks like burning the new historic reservation, women reservation and delimitation bill, we can only say good luck to you, because in many ways the black flag protest is an indicator, when people know that their political end game is near, they start protesting against good things. In Hindi they say Vinash Kale Viprit Buddhi. So that is what seems to be afflicting the Stalins right now. So we would request you, please feel free to post questions. We will be taking the questions and happy to answer the questions.
All the questions were done.
Any questions?
सब कुछ बोल रहा है सब कुछ हो गया अभी बोल दिए
सब आप बोलिए ना
Which means that we have said the right things. That is why you don't have questions. You also agree.
यस ओके ओके बैठ लेते हैं
Also, there are just 1 second. There are massive allegations of DMK splurging illegal money to secure their votes. It is alleged that DMK, to secure its vote bank, has been offering a voucher incentive of rupees 8,000. This is obviously unethical electoral practice, and therefore this 8,000 scheme needs to be abolished immediately. But obviously they will not do it right now, and you will give them a message on 24. Thank you.